Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 2 on the NemGo server. How you doing? Okay? Good? Excellent. Now today we want to sort out something spectacular. But first, I'm trying to do a little bit of enchanting. I've got my little enchanting setup in here, and I've been messing around with different armor types and bits and pieces just to see what we can do. And I got myself an experienced chicken from Ego's place and a lapis chicken, and of course they're now collecting me plenty and plenty of resources, all the resources I need for enchanting really. And I've got these little open blocks, is it open blocks? Yeah, open blocks XP shower, that when this is full I can, get XP from it, just like that. And a little filter there that I can sometimes climb in and let all my experience out, and then come and get it when I need it from the tanks by right-clicking the tanks. But there's also this solid XP from the chicken, which is really noisy. I apologise. Let's get up to 33 is what I actually want to be at. 33, thank you. And then pop the rest back in there. And then I've got these little setups here. I've got a little AE system, a very mini AE system. All you need is a power acceptor and a chest, and you've got an AE system. Turn that on, have a look inside. I've been sorting out sieving efficiency books to get my sieves. So a lot of these sieves, these meshes should I say, I've put through the enchanter, which is this. I've just enchanted them on here. That's right. Let me get it right. I've just enchanted the sieves on here. So there's only a sieve enchantment that you could get. And then I've been extracting the sieve enchantment and putting it onto books. And then I've been putting the books in here, and then the efficiency ones and the look of the sea, I think it was, yeah? Civ look of the sea, efficiency, and also there was one more, but I can't remember right now. Also, like fortune, that was it, fortune. Have been saved and then converted, put together on the anvil, repaired together on the anvil, and made into the civs. And then I thought, well, I need a new pick. In the latest update of the pack, they took Wub out, and the Wubsters. All the pickaxes and all that and the Wubsters are not there anymore. So I thought I'd look for a really fast pick. Now I've got my Tinker's pick, and it's not very fast. I know I can make a better Tinker's pick, but I've done Tinker's so many times, and vanilla sometimes is faster than Tinker's, and easier to make, and better to look after, and all that. So I decided to start figuring out an enchantment, and Efficiency 5 enchantment is the very best you can. So I made this in the IO Enchanter, and a book and quill, stick a load of that in, and then get Efficiency 5. And that's quite a few times I've done that now. I've done it 5 times, because there were 5 pickaxes that I picked out that I like the idea of, right? So, a normal diamond pick, yeah? Attack speed 1.2 and attack damage 5. Stick Efficiency 5 on it. I know that that's good. I know that's like my baseline reference. I've played vanilla Minecraft enough to know a diamond pickaxe with Efficiency 5 is the fastest pickaxe in the West, right? So I'm going off that. Attack speed 1.2 and attack damage 5. Dark pick from Ender.io. Pretty much the same. It is pretty much the same. So I'm expecting it to be pretty much the same as a diamond pick when you add the enchantment on it. It can also be empowered, which is another thing, that it can be made kind of magical. Nickel pickaxe is slightly better as a metal than diamond. So it's 5.5 attack value. Doesn't have as much durability as a diamond, but may have a better efficiency overall. Osmium, also available through Mechanism Tools. That only has a 500 durability, whereas the baseline here is 1,500. That's 2,000. So I'm expecting that to be as fast, but run out quicker, these two. And then we've got this one from Tiny Progressions. A super fast pickaxe. Item birthday pickaxe, right? Now, these pickaxes all are supposed to be really good. Right? That's insta-mining, and I haven't even upgraded it. So that's insta-mining, and I haven't even put anything on it. So I don't think I need Efficiency 5 on this one, right? I want kind of a try Obsidian now to see how it's like. Obsidian, here we go. Let's get a stack of obsidian. And let's just layer this out. Well, I suppose I can do it in here. Let's just lay it out in here. So Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Very, very swiftly. Okay, and then a normal diamond pick. Ooh, it's a very, very slow process, isn't it? So let's put an enchantment on it and see what this is like. So, how much is this going to cost me to put that enchantment on here? Diamond pick with efficiency 5. Boom. Right. Let's see how fast this does. That's still pretty slow in comparison to the birthday pickaxe, which is still faster. So, a birthday pickaxe, which recipe is a diamond and 2 of these reinforced obsidian ingots, those are part of a block, and a block is obsidian and iron. Right? Obsidian and iron, that's pretty cheaty, isn't it? That's pretty cheaty. That's a fast tool from Tiny Progressions with an attack damage of 11 as well, which is slightly better than most other things that you can think of. A diamond sword is only 7. That's attack damage 11. So it's a great thing. And it says right click for a surprise. Now, I've never done this, so... Oh, this cake. It gave me a birthday cake. So, not only does it mine fast, but it also delivers birthday cake when you right-click it. How cheaty an item is that? Pretty epic, though, right? Good. Okay. So, now we've just looked at picks and how fast I can make a pick go. Let's go and make some automatic mining. So, for those of you that don't know, me and Ego appear on the live streams every now and again. On Ego's live stream. And just over here, I set up an ender chest with my colour and his colour, and a little transmitter that can transmit on channel 1 a signal across to a noise-making machine in his base. So when I click this lever, that sends a redstone signal to it, and if the chunk's loaded, which is his base when he's in it, the sound will be heard, and he will then check to see what's in his ender chest. And this is how we pass things between each other. Today, I've found an infinity sharpening kit with my, with my name on it, I suppose. An infinity sharpening kit. What does an infinity sharpening kit do? Well, it looks like it combines with and upgrades the tool to an infinity level. I like it. I like it. I'm going to stick it up there, though. It means that he has created the infinity cow. And with the infinity cow, he gets liquid infinity metal or something like that. And that will be quest completed. And almost pack completed as well, by the seams of it. But anyway. So, Ego's doing well. He's doing well. I've been doing a little bit more maintaining and creating in this area. Now, I've got the idea for this. And I'm slowly putting it all into place. I've got lots and lots of auto-crafting. If you have a look in here at what I can auto-craft, all these things are craftable by my AE system. All fairly common items that I'm using lots of are in this area here, including some items that I've been wanting to craft like hundreds of. And I don't want to be crafting all the individual components by hand, making the seeds, putting the seeds in here, waiting for the seeds to grow, making all the individual presses activated, and doing all this kind of stuff, and making all the little bits and pieces, making a dozen pistons and stuff like that. It's just a pain. And the auto-crafting system here, all set up so that machines know what to do. So this machine knows how to smelt any of these ingots I need to make any Ender IO stuff. So I don't have to need to do the alloying myself. I can just program it and tell it, and then it does it, and it's amazing, and I love AE. And yeah, but today we're not going to do AE. Today we're going to do something different, because I've been playing with that for so long now, I need to see something else going on. And environmental tech has been used before by me. I've created quite a lot of stuff like this. It was pretty useful before, and I believe it's going to be pretty useful again. The first tool that I need from this thing, though, is one of these assemblers. An assembler, 2 bits of obsidian, and this litherite crystal. The 2 bits of obsidian, very easy. The litherite crystal, well, I suppose it could be classified as easy. We've got cactus green, we've got flint, and we've got diamonds. And the lime green is not too difficult to come by, is it? Well, that's a machine output, mate. I don't want a machine output. I just want a normal lime dye, which is cactus green and that. There we go. Let's get a couple. Because I'll probably need some more very shortly. So we get one of those, boom. There we go. 4 of those little crystals and one of those, boom. And we get an assembler. Okay, so the assembler is the key component, as far as I remember. A key component in getting it all set up. Right? It is a digital guide. It tells me what I need to do. But I've got to put the first block down. And the first block we're going to be going for is a resource miner. So, a Void Resource Miner Controller Tier 1 is the very, very first thing that we need to craft. I don't think I'm going to be going any higher. And they normally need the original lower level anyway. So, I could go all the way through and all the way up. Each one requires certain blocks that can only be mined up by the Void Miner. Right? So, we've got to do a lot of that first. And there's also Botanical Miner, which allows us to mine up... well, vegetation, I suppose, which I'm possibly going to test out, but I don't know if it's that important to me in this particular playthrough. Maybe in another playthrough, because we have everything we need almost in this playthrough for Stoneblock. And that's an ore miner, Void Ore Miner tier control, right? And that's a resource miner. So I think, yeah, the Void Ore Miner. So the first few aren't going to be too difficult. I'll throw the rest in there in case I need to make a few more. The first few, not too difficult, and we should soon have that side of things done. Block of diamond, also not too difficult. I think those 2 were there, and the rest go away. Get rid of that. Oh, I love having an AE system to sort all this out for me. Interconnects. Okay, so we're going to need some modified component or black concrete. Black concrete. We need black concrete like that. I can make that, and then I can put that black concrete through here. And it will turn it into normal. At least that's the plan. I'll turn that off first. Always on. Are you going to do it? Yes. A piece of black concrete. Okay, I'll collect the rest in a bit. And then we've got the other bits around it. These connectors, which are fairly straightforward and only require 4 little bits. Excellent. Okay, so we get for those with that in the middle. We go, so we've got an interconnector there, and then we'll have another one of these for interconnector over here. Oh, yes, okay. And then that bit, we're going to need something like this, a clear laser thing, which is just glass. And I think that'll work then. Should put it all together to make that. Yes, a Void Miner thingy. A Void Miner controller. Okay, so now I need to find a place that I'm going to put it, right? And I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's going to feed into this this little setup here. This is where all the block storage is going to be. So just below us, if we come down the stairs, into the factory, see how the factory's looking. If we just come down the stairs a little, out here, the space we were going to use is right underneath that lot. And this is the space. So, with this going to be my kind of like vent areas, right? And we've got the people who have been very, very helpful in deciding that over here. I've got to think where it's going to be. We've got doors into that to consider. We've got to centralize it a little bit. I just need to make sure that it will fit and won't look rubbish. So we're going to have it as a central piece. I also need to make sure it's the right size because I don't know yet. So it's going to tell me when I right-click with a reassembler, I believe, right? So it tells me I'm going to need 24 structure frames, tier 1, 20 structure panels, and 2 laser cores. Well, that sounds easy. That sounds easy. And then we'll assemble it, and then possibly break it down again, and then maybe assemble it again where I want it exactly. So we've got it exactly right. So let's have a look, see what this is going to cost me. What kind of stuff this is. So a frame tier 2. Let's start with this. Structure. So we've got structure frames. This is a structure frame tier 1. It requires a bit of that. Some interconnects, which is some more iron and redstone. And that makes 1 of those. Okay. And we also needed some structure panels. Structure panels, they also require those connectors. So we're going to need quite a lot of those. That's okay, I've got all the ingredients I need for that. It's just a case of me sitting here and crafting a little bit. A laser core, on the other hand, that's this thing. Yeah, connectors, iron and glass, no problem. Okay, so far so good. What about a laser lens? A laser lens, we can take any of these, I'm guessing. So, oh wait a minute, no, these ones. A clear in laser lens. That was just clear glass again, wasn't it? Clear laser lens. It doesn't say any particular type. I know the different colours are supposed to attract different material types. And I think I'm just going to go with bog standard clear. So, let me craft up all the things we need, and I will be right back. Okay, I decided it'll be much quicker if I just tell my AE system how to do it. So I've got my AE system currently crafting some more blank patterns for me. And as it completes that job, the blank patterns will appear in here, and then I can start making all these patterns. So I was starting to make these connectors. The recipe for these connectors, simple enough. We can put one of those in and start that off. The blocks, we'll go back with the structure blocks and get those all just sort of auto crafted. I'm going to throw those connectors in there. Structure tier 1, right? So we want this to be a thing that it can craft. So we'll do that. There we go. For when it needs those, we will set this up. That interconnect was one of these. What's that in the middle? Iron and black concrete. Why is that interconnect worse than that black concrete on its own? Modify component, black concrete. I don't know why that would be harder, because that's got 4 black concrete in it. And an iron. Whereas that one was just a piece of black concrete. Well, that's weird, isn't it? So, anyway, we'll do that as a thing, right? And I'll make enough black concrete mix in order to have, what was it? 20 or so of those. And then the structure frames, we'll put that in so it knows how to do that. And then the structure panels, put that in there so it knows how to do that. And we're going to need it to know how to do iron bars as well. So we'll put that in there and have that as well. Okay, so basically all of that. And then the concrete that we need, we can just put that through here. And I can make a stack of that. Put a stack of that through here. And then as it comes through, stick it into there. Boom. And yeah, I could connect it up to there, I suppose. But let's just put all of this in here. So all of these components here, we'll work our way through. And I can just order up what I want from the crafting menu here. So we're going to need some tier 1 frames. And we wanted 24 of those. So now it'll tell me how many of those concrete I'm missing. It says I'm missing 17. Okay, so we've got, oh, look at that, exactly 17. So there we go, 17. And then we'll craft the 24 next, and it'll say we've got everything. So start crafting. And then it'll just work through the process of making sure I've got everything. I've already got all of those stored, 90 odd stored, 94 stored. And now it just start creating and crafting all the components I need until I've got all the things I want there. The other thing I wanted then from the thing was panels. And I'm going to need to craft 20 panels. So let's see, what do we need? We need no concrete for that one, so let's start that one. And that will now be on this side, but because we've got a few processes that need this particular thing to do, it's going to take a little while that's going to have to take priority because one thing leads to another and all that. So we're waiting for one thing to lead to the next thing. And then we've got them all ready. So there's 20 structure panels. And then the tiers. 24 of those. Okay, I think that's all we needed. I needed 2 lens cores. 2 lens cores. So that recipe was simply that. Bidding. There we go. 2 lens cores. Alright, so that was a quick crafting, and that's what the AE system is designed to do. I can make that, and now I'm on the wrong level. Now I can do that whenever I want, if I want to get some more stuff going here. And now I should be able to shift click and take that off. There we go. Right, and then start placing blocks. Start to placing blocks. There we go. Okay, so it's not got enough space to assemble. Oh, it's assembling underground, look. That's how far down it goes. That's right on top, that is. Okay, so now we know I can do it slightly different. I do have a great big void down here, though. So this is good. I got that bit right. Okay. Do I want it like this? I guess I do. I just keep right-clicking on it and I'll just keep making it. It's a really cool system. I don't need to remember the layout or anything like that. It builds it for me. It's just remembering what size it is, and I don't recall what size this one is. So we just keep right-clicking on that, and it will keep building out and building out and building out and building out. And do I have any bits left? No. So is that it? It's running. It is. It's actually beaming down. Beaming down to the bedrock. It is the laser core. I kind of feel like, well, I suppose it's on a decent level. I kind of feel like it should be up one more, really, just to look a little bit better, but okay. And then I guess I just need to give it some power from the power supply over there. Okay, well, it's slowly but surely filling up with RF power from over there, okay? And I think I just put a container next to it, and it should start auto-ejecting into the container when it's ready to start doing so. It might take a little bit of time. Yeah, there it is, look. So we've just got some nickel ore. So that's it. That's how the void miner is going to work and bring me in actual ores and other bits and pieces. This stuff, erodium crystals, it's a new one. So with that, I can then make these erodium things, water breathing modifiers, other bits and pieces from the environmental tech. Stuff that you can't get through any other mod, this stuff. Right? And then the uses of that allow me to craft up the next tier of void resource miner and void ore miner and void botanic miner and so on, right? So that is what we're going to be doing next. I think I'm going to try and get some upgrades going as fast as I can. I see what gives it a better chance now. I've just been reading up on it and looking at it. So in order to get a better chance of this erodium crystal, we take a clear lens, laser lens. Not just a clear laser lens, but a clear laser lens, a crystal laser lens. And a crystal laser lens requires these blocks in order to get that dyed into the right site, or making it into a crystal laser lens. Which means I need a lot of it before I can even make a lens that gets me a lot of it. When all I actually want is a lot of it to make the next tier to go up a tier. So I'm kind of stuck between, well, do I use it to make the next tier up, or do I use it to make something that gets me more to make the next tier up? I think I'll just make the next tier up, don't I, really? That's the best thing, yeah. So every tier also is going to need these crystals to upgrade the original structure block. And I'm probably going to need more structure blocks and all that kind of stuff, so everything needs to be upgraded with those. So I really need to focus on getting as many of those as I can first. Which probably means that I'm going to have to leave this running overnight, collecting all of the resources for me overnight, so that I can get all the resources I need to upgrade it in the morning. So that's not looking too bad, is it? Hey, that's not looking too bad. So I've had a couple of days of letting it run. I've rearranged it slightly, I've modified it slightly. We've now got the crystal laser lenses on both of them, because we got enough of those crystals to do that, which gives us an increased chance of getting the crystals of each tier on each thing. So it was a worthy investment, I feel. Made a second one, so we've got two void miners running at the same time. Got all the pipes and vents and stuff coming in from outside to make it feel like it's a tunnel, a wind tunnel to blow all the hot air through. Power's coming in through this little port here, this little energy cell, a reinforced energy cell, which comes back to here. I had to put some temporary power supply in, some numeric. I think it's just like any old currency. So this is working off diamonds with a calibration upgrade augment that makes you be able to use diamonds. So then the diamonds produce. So this A part of the A system is just pumping, exporting diamonds into those, and then that powers up and keeps the factory running. In the meantime, this is a temporary solution to getting the power going. It did take another, 5 channels to do this, and I don't like that, so it's just a temporary. And because I'm using all my diamonds up on that, I've had to make sure that these, when the diamonds go into storage, they automatically get crushed up. Let's get up here. So when my storage gets filled up with all this kind of stuff, the diamond ore goes into here, but then out the back here, it's put out or sucked out from there into the storage and put into an export bus, which goes into the resourceful furnace. The resourceful furnace then cooks, breaks it down, gives me the diamonds back, and also some essence, mob essence, which we're going into next, which is why this machine and not a pulverizer or an ore doubling or a fortune or anything like that. This, I believe, has a fortune upgrade. But for now, I'm just doing it basic to keep it going. This is also getting power from the same supply from down there. And then we're just importing all of the proceeds into the system and ender tanking the essence over this side of the factory. Let's go over the fence. Danger, danger! Jumping over the fence is not appropriate. There we go. And so now I'm building up a little supply I'm using the Ender IO tank to bring it across and the Open Blocks tank to store it so that I have enough for next episode. I just need to run that now so we can start getting mob essence and doing mob farm stuff. For next episode though, that is it. So now we're running on low diamonds. Our diamonds 195. So we're running all 5 of those dynamos and keeping all of the machines running and slowly making a profit. There's 197 and so on. So we're making a profit on diamonds. I'm also having to run these things, which have also got connected to those dynamos, but also the other power supply, the lava power supply, is substituting there as well. So these will be sieving for diamonds as best we can with the efficiency, luck of the sea, and fortune 3 on them to help us get some good diamond production in order to keep this thing running. I will need a better power source. And I know just the place where I want to build it. I will need a better power source at some point, but that will do for now. That's a good temporary source. I want to get into the mob quest next, so that's going to be over here next episode. Until then, though, thank you all very, very much for watching today's episode. I will see you very soon for some more. Don't forget to click the links down below and the likes and the subscribes and the Patreons and all that kind of stuff. Thank you all very, very much. I will see you in the next episode of Stoneblock 2 on the NemGo server. Goodbye.